Good morning, sunshines. Here, stand right here. Stand right here so you can see my friends. You want to see us? You guys, we're going to talk about choosing happiness and how sometimes it's easier than others. Truthfully, you want to brush your teeth? We're also going to brush your teeth. So as you jump on, no matter when or where you're watching this, which forum, drop a good morning sunshine in the comments and then say something you are grateful for right now. I'm going to grab a toothbrush. So what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for toothbrushes, of course. Why wouldn't I be? Here you go. Come on, come on, come on. I don't see that one, so we're going to do this one. Come on. Okay, guys, I got the toothbrush. I'm grateful that my kid also wants to brush his teeth. So good morning, Alicia. How are you? Beautiful. Thank you for everything you do and what you stand for and who you are. Love you so much. All right, so that's how we start off our day. And traditionally, we talk about miracle morning stuff. Right now, we just talk about survival, which is totally perfect. Whitty, I have your toothbrush. And I want to jump into the subject of choosing happy. So I think it was like a year and a half or 2 years ago where I've been working on, you want that one? Working on some different things for writing, right? So one of the book titles that I thought actually even made something, okay, you can have both of them, is Choose Happy. And as I started writing that, I look at how I feel like God is challenging me in that arena to be able to be even more help. Because in general, you guys, for the last 42 years, it's been pretty simple to choose happy. And yes, I face adversity. Yes, we've had illnesses, we've had ailments, we've had accidents, we've had surgeries, we've had bankruptcies. But stuff that's I think to me, it's always been a little bit more simple to choose happy. And now I'm being challenged in a different way so that I can, I think, learn the lessons, share the lessons, and even be provided from above more perspective. So here's where I'm at. Right. Obviously, it's this 3 months. It's been 3 months since we entered the hospital. 2 days ago was 3 months since we entered the hospital. And this little guy, we got the news that he had his tumor on his little head, on his head, on his head, on his hip, and his pituitary had been damaged, giving him a lifelong disease. And over these last 3 months, I have been on an incredibly wild ride of emotions. Choosing happy isn't as easy as it was before. And I do, you guys watch me, and you watch me as I do my best to practice all of the things that I preach, and, gratitude and gratitude and gratitude and gratitude, and visioning, and, having my focal point. Like last night as I went to bed, I just, I have this vision and this focal point of Witten getting his doctorate, and and becoming a doctor, and his health and everything just being so wonderful. Thank you. Now will you do yours? Thank you. I don't need to brush mine. I already brushed mine this morning. You're so handsome. Here, brush twice. And I do all the things, but I have to tell you, I was watching a movie, just relaxing before I went to sleep last night. And there was this comment, and it was just a reminder for me about how our brains wire, right? Like what fires wires together, what fires together wires together. And with time, it gets more and more difficult when you find yourself slipping in a certain path. So when you're for me, for the last 3 months, and I've been traditionally just completely boisterous, happy all the time, right? To be in a stage where I have to choose happy over and over again. And you guys, I connect with the gratitude of all the beautiful things around me, but I'm going through the stages of grief, right? I go through moments of anger. I go through moments of jealousy. I go through moments of confusion. I go through moments of just feeling nothing. I go through more moments of confusion, and I have to choose happy. And I have to choose happy over and over again, where before I felt I could wake up and you know what? Today's going to, you guys have seen the TikTok. Today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day, right? So there's me. I wake up, boom, that's it. And I tell people when they ask how I am, I'm kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right now. I am a roller coaster all over the place, because I'll slip down. I know and I acknowledge that I have to feel my emotions and release, but at the same time, staying down there, it fires the neurons that they fire together, they wire together, and it creates this path where your body and your mind is slipping into this naturally more blah emotion. And that has never been me, right? So yesterday I was identifying that. This morning I was identifying that, and just thinking about my mission of sharing with people, choosing happiness, igniting smiles, inspiring confidence, and all of those different pieces. And as I'm presented with a major life challenge, and as some of you have been, are right now, or there's something going on in your world, it's a reminder to me that you can't just choose happiness once a day. Sometimes you have to choose happiness every 30 seconds. Like sometimes you choose happiness and then you slip back. You're like, oh, I was right. I'm choosing happiness today, right? Like, okay, I choose happiness again in this moment. And you start to slip down. So I was practicing yesterday and I was like, I choose happiness. I choose happiness. I choose happiness. And as I did that and I smiled, you genuinely can feel this opening of your heart, and you can feel it changing. But in order for us, all of us, to come back up, if we've ever been in that space of kind of whether it's an Eeyore state, it's a continuously sad state, you're getting into a depressive state. By the way, I am not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. So if you have serious mal thoughts going on, please reach out to a professional to support. That is a serious thing that you need to do right away. But for all of us that have slipped into a negative state of emotion, and then we do it again and again and again, the only thing that we can truly make sure that we are recognizing and acknowledging, I'm getting up, is that we need to choose happiness. We need to choose happiness over and over and over again. So sometimes each day, you guys, here's the point of today's video. Sometimes I need to choose happiness. We're doing great, and then we're not doing great. This is what happens. And I have to take a deep breath and just choose happiness, right? So I'm going to go in a second, baby. I'm talking to my friends. Do you want to see him do hearts? You don't want him to do hearts for you? Yeah. Okay, say do hearts, please. Hearts, please. Oh, see? And the more that you choose it over and over and over again, those what wires together, you will start to fire and wire a new neuron system where the happiness does become your natural state again. So if you feel like you've slipped in a direction that's not your ideal state, if you're not in your ideal, position of, do hearts please, of happiness, bliss, excitement, calm, whatever that is, remind yourself, just keep firing those neurons together. And just sometimes it is faking it until you make it. Just keep saying it, living it, breathing it until you become it. And I'm not trying to excuse you guys. I'm it's still only been 3 months. More hearts. Oh, so like Jeff said, I'm still crying the cries, and I'm still experiencing the emotions, and I'm still having the release, but I can't sit in that. I can't sit in that. It's not good for me. It's not good for my babies. It's not good for anyone that's around me. So it's releasing and then allowing and honoring myself to move on and experience the happiness and the joy that I know is all around me. So there we are, you guys. I don't know where each one of you are at, and I hope that you're in that completely blissful, happy, continuous state right now. And if you are, those neurons are firing together, they're wiring together, and it's going to be easier and easier for you to experience that, right? But if you kind of feel like you've been off a little bit lately, like you've been just a little bit irritated, aggravated, frustrated, sad, remind yourself that the more that you're in that state over and over again is going to become your natural you, unless you decide to choose something different, as hard as it is in every moment. And maybe you're going to be pissed, and then you're going to be happy, and then pissed and happy, and then pissed and happy. Like I'm sad and then happy and whatever I am all the time, right? But that's okay, because you're training your body to find that new state with time. Guys, that's where we're at. Witty update, he has 20 more days off of chemo. So his lowest, his most susceptible time for infection, and usually where he's neutropenic or his ANC is super low, is right now through the next 7 more days. We have our fundraiser on our benefit on Saturday this coming week. If you want to participate, if you want to support, you can support from afar. We send you a little pack of all these amazing goodies. And if you want to come, it's going to be an awesome day. So guys, I think that's all I have for right now. We're going to go spend some time outside and play in Moon Sand next. If this message supports you in any way, go ahead and hit the share button. I love you guys. Can you say love you? Yeah. Can you say I'm strong? Healthy, happy, love. Can you say thank you for your prayers? Say thank you. Say I love you. All right, guys. Bye. Shh.